Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight to Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode number 17 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here on MLB 15 The Show, and today we're continuing forward in season number 2 with the Big League Ball Club 2016. We're rocking some throwbacks here today against the Toronto Blue Jays, playing up in the Rogers Center north of the border against not the new look Toronto Blue Jays, the old look Toronto Blue Jays, sans Troy Tulowitzki and David Price. And we're off to a pretty good start here. We're in the second inning. We get Josh Donaldson to ground into the 6-4-3 double play. That would count for outs number 1 and 2 in the inning. So a good start to that inning. And a good start to the game so far. 5 up, no runs across for the Blue Jays just yet. But Deanna Navarro up at the plate, 1-2 count. He's going to take that curveball to deep center field. Jones going back towards the track, into the shadows, and gone. A solo home run for Deanna Navarro, who makes it a 1-0 ball game as he gets the Blue Jays on the board here and gets the solo home run off of Jim Lowry, as home runs continue to be an issue for Jim, and that would be a common theme throughout this video. You guys will take notice at that soon enough. Devin Travis up now, 0-2 count. Next batter after Navarro. He's going to fly 1-2 deep right center field. That ball's back, and that's going to get down. One hop up off the scoreboard out there in right center, just underneath the Rogers Center, or the Rogers sign, excuse me, as the relay thrower gets into the cutoff. Man, that would hold Travis to a double. But the next batter is going to be Will Venable, hitting with the 0-1 count. He nubbles this one down the right field line, just under the glove of Davis. That would be ruled an E3. And the run would come around and score, so it's a 2-0 ball game now. Toronto goes or extends their lead on the Chris Davis error. Then Jacob Kelsey up, and he's just going to pop one up into foul territory here. Machado going over towards the little warning track over there, and he would make the play for the third out of the inning. So Lowry is through the second out of the jammer into the bottom of the third. Now Dexter Fowler up at the dish, 0-1 count. He's going to take one to deep left field. Travis Schneider going back, and that ball is off the top of the fence. Looks like it actually goes off the glove there of Schneider. Fowler on his horse heading for third. He is in there safely with a lead-off triple to get things going here in the bottom of the third. So after he would come home and score, Jose Bautista up, and Bautista is going to go down swinging on the four-seam fastball up and into the Toronto slugger. Out number or strikeout number 2 of the game, out number 3 in the inning. On to the bottom of the fourth, Josh Donaldson leading things off, 0-1 count. That's it towards Machado, who makes the diving stop throw into first in time to get Donaldson. Now, of course, we remember Josh Donaldson and Manny Machado have had some beef in recent years. I remember the fight they got into when Baltimore was playing Oakland last season. But anyway, a nice little play by Machado nonetheless. And you can see Lowry pretty pumped up to see his third baseman making the good defensive play. Here's Deanna Navarro already with 1 home run today. He's going to hit this one towards the gap in right center. That one's not going to quite get out, but it'll one hop up over the 379 sign out there, or 375 actually. I can't even read that. I'm not sure which number it really is, but that either way is going to be a double for Deanna Navarro. Now with 1 out in the inning, Devin Travis up, 2-2 count. Travis is going to line one towards center. That's going to get down in for a base hit. Navarro will be held at third. Travis reaches first safely. It will be a 1-out single now, first and third with 1 man out for Will Venable. First pitch of the AB, ground ball just left of Machado's reach there into left field for a base hit. Another run comes home and scores. It's now 2 men out. It's 4-2 ball game. 3-1 count for Jose Reyes. He grounds this one to the second baseman, flipped to second in time. That would be the third out of the inning, and that would finally get Lowry out of it. So we're on to the bottom of the fifth now, still in the ball game. 1 out, Edwin Encarnacion up. He's going to take strike 1 on the outer half. 0-1 count, strike 2 on the inner half. This time a fastball up and in. 0-2 count, strike 3, swinging on the slider. Strikeout number 3 for Jim Lowry on the afternoon. Now with 2 men on already, here is Navarro. He's going to fly 1-2 left. What am I saying here? Travis Schneider going over to make the play, and he will do just that. So that would do it for Lowry. His day would be done. 5 innings pitched, only 3 earned, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits for the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Orioles would actually pick up the 7-4 victory. So we're spending some training points here. You can see I'm trying to get my home runs per 9 up. That has been a recurring issue throughout Lowry's Major League career, and will continue to be going forward. A little spoiler alert for you guys. That will be, I'll probably end up titling the video something along the lines of dinger issues or whatever, as it has been a pretty common issue for Lowry so far. Replacing the Philadelphia Phillies, though, it would continue to be an issue in this game, as you will see, but we're getting things off on a good note as Odubel Herrera is up. He's going to go down on 3 straight pitches. That is a fantastic start to the game for Jim Lowry in the crappy weather conditions. It's Darren Ruff's turn at the dish. 3-2 count. He's going to go down swinging at that 97-mile-an-hour heater up and away, but still in the zone. Take a look at the replay. Ruff completely late on that one. Beautiful stuff right there from Jim Lowry. But now it's Dominic Brown's turn. 0-1 count, and Brown to deep right field. That ball is back, and that is gone. A solo home run for Dominic Brown, who gives the Phillies the first run of the game. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You can see that's a high fastball. Try to get that one maybe a little bit more up, maybe a little bit more in, and maybe a little bit quicker in there on a guy like Dominic Brown, a guy who has so much strength that if he can actually get around on one, you know he's going to be able to take it out. Cesar Hernandez up now later in the inning. He's going to go down swinging on the slider. That's strikeout number 3 on the evening for Big Jim Lowry. But he has relinquished the, or not the lead here, but the tie game. Ben Revere up now. That's going to be a ground ball. Good play to the second baseman to short for one out of first in time. A big 4-6-3 double play right there. Not easy to double up a guy like Ben Revere who has so much speed, but they do it nonetheless. But then Odubel Herrera to deep right field. That ball is back, and it is gone. Another one over the right field bleachers off of Jim Lowry. This time it is Odubel Herrera, the Rule 5 draft pick for the Philadelphia Phillies, as he takes Big Jim yard, and it is now a 2-0 ball game. Michael Franco is the next batter up. He's worked a full count. He takes Lowry to deep left, back, and gone. The Phillies go back-to-back on Jim Lowry, the 3rd home run allowed of the game, and it's 3-0 Philadelphia. What stuff here from Jim Lowry, just allowing moonshot after moonshot. Pretty surprising to see here. Now top 3, Tom Brown up again. This time he got the up and in fastball by him for strike 3. 4th strikeout of the evening for Lowry, but he has given up 2 more runs. Now we're on to the top of the 4th. It is, I believe that's Kelly Rugan up. He ends up striking out swinging on the changeup. That would be strikeout number 5 for Big Jim. Now Cesar Hernandez up, 0-2 count. He's going to ground this one softly to the second baseman. They'll go to short for one on the first in time. Another 4-6-3 double play, the second one turn today for the Baltimore Orioles. And Lowry is through 4. Now we're on to the top of the 5th. Odubel Herrera up, 0-2 count. He's going to line one towards Adam Jones out in left center field. Adam Jones will cut that one off, get it into the third baseman, but it is not in time, so that's going to make it 1st and 3rd here with 1 man out for Michael Franco. First pitch of the AB, runner taken off, thrown out of seconds in time. Another great play from Kevin Plawecki, who has seemingly thrown out, it's got to be at least 75% of the runners that have tried to steal on me this year. Franco up still, 0-2 count. He's going to ground this one under the glove of the sliding Chris Davis into right field for a base hit. 1 run does come home and score. That ties the game up at 4. Now it's Darren Ruff up next. He's going to go down to the changeup, his 2nd strikeout of the evening, and we are through 5 now. It is still actually a 5-4 game. Baltimore's retaking the lead, but Dom Brown is up, and Brown to deep right. Does he have another? Yes, he does. A solo shot for Dominic Brown Jr. Like I said, his 2nd of the game, the 4th one off of Lowry so far today, and now we're still into the game here with a man on first. J.P. Crawford's going to line one into left. That is going to be a single there to put 2 men on for Philadelphia, and that would do it for Jim Lowry. Buck Showalter's going to come out and bring on the lefties, so Jim's day would be done. He ends up giving up 5 earned runs, 6 strikeouts to no walks to 13 hits in 5 1/3 plus innings. So skipping ahead to our next start, you can see the Orioles make a small trade there, flipping shortstop Ray Navarro for closer Addison Reed. And now we've got a start against the Detroit Tigers, and take a look at our stats in our last 3 games. Things have really gone south here as we get closer towards the All-Star break here in Jim Lowry's 2nd professional season. We're taking on the Tigers, though, looking to bounce back. We're in Comerica, another crappy day weather-wise. But you can see we're in the bottom of the 1st inning, and Yoenis Cespedes with a little dribbler back up the middle reaches center field. So 2 men on with 1 man out for J.D. Martinez, who ropes one into the gap there. That's going to get down into the deep gaps of Comerica Park, all the way out into Triples Alley there. Both runs will come around and score, and it's going to be a 2 RBI triple for the former right fielder of the Houston Astros, the man who was released by that organization and picked up by Detroit off of, or I guess off, he was just a free agent, so unbelievably enough. And then a ground ball to the 3rd baseman there, but the throw home is dropped by Plawecki, so Martinez comes home and scores, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. So a bad defensive play by both our infielder and our 3rd baseman, and Plawecki's got to catch that one, but not a good throw by not Manny Machado. I think that's Danny Muno playing third base today. Later in the inning, Nick Castellanos up. He's going to fly one to right field. The right fielder over. He will end up making the play. I believe that's Jimmy Paredes out there in right today. So we're on to the second, and you can see Baltimore's re-giving us the lead here. And with second and third and 2 men out, we're going to induce Cespedes to ground out to the second baseman right there to get through the second with a clean sheet of health. Now we're on to the bottom of the third. Still a 5-3 lead for Baltimore. Brad Miller up. He's going to line one to left, but that's going to be right towards Adam, or I almost said Adam Lind again. Travis Schneider there. 3-2 count out of Anthony. Goes up in the fourth with 2 outs. You can see really no strikeouts on the ledger so far, but getting through these innings without allowing any runs, inducing some soft contact, and getting a little bit lucky with some balls in play. Finally, we get our first strikeout of the game here in the fifth. JD Martinez goes down swinging, and we are through 5-3 runs allowed so far, but still a 5-3 lead. Ian Kinsler up with a 2-0 count in the bottom of the sixth. He's going to rope one down the left field line there into the left field gap for an extra base hit that will end up being a leadoff double for Ian Kinsler. So it's going to put a man in scoring position with no one out now for Brad Miller. 0-2 count. He's going to fly one to center. Jones backtracking. This one's going to stay in the yard. Jones is there to make the play. Kinsler tagging up. He's going to not be stopping at third. They're waving him around. The relay home is not in time. Kinsler scores all the way from second on a sacrifice fly to deep center field. And that just shows you how big Comerica Park is. And then later in the inning, the home run issues continue. Travis Ishikawa with a 2-run bomb, and Jim Lowry's day would be done right there. Another bad start in the books for big Jim Lowry. Showalter comes out, brings in the lefty yet again. This time we are done after 5+, 6 earned runs, only 1 strikeout, 9 more hits. Things not going well for Jim, but that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.